Nobody warned you about this truth. Your heart of gold, it's painted a target on your back. Every time you choose compassion over cunning, every moment you pick honesty over strategy, the world notices, and it devours you piece by piece. You've felt it, haven't you? That sinking realization when someone you help betrays you. That hollow ache when your integrity gets trampled by those who smile while they scheme. Here's what nobody tells you. The game has rules. You just never learn them. Count the times you've been walked over. Go ahead, I'll wait. Remember that colleague who stole your idea? That friend who used your secrets against you? That person who promised loyalty but vanished when you needed them most? You told yourself it was their problem, their moral failure, their character flaw. But what if I told you it was your strategy that failed? What if the very goodness you're proud of has been your blindfold in a world where everyone else can see perfectly? You're not losing because you're bad. You're losing because you're playing checkers while everyone else mastered chess centuries ago. Look around. Who succeeds in your world? Is it the most honest person in your office? The kindest soul in your social circle? The most generous heart in your family? Or is it the one who knows when to speak and when to stay silent? The one who never shows all their cards? The one who makes others wonder what they're really thinking? The universe doesn't reward purity. It rewards intelligence. And intelligence without strategy? It's just expensive decoration on a house that's being robbed. Your goodness isn't the problem. Your naivety about how goodness survives in this world. That's what's killing you slowly. There's a reason predators hunt in packs and lions rule the savannah. It's never been about who's the kindest. It's about who understands the ecosystem. You think you're being noble by showing all your cards. But every time you reveal your hand, you're teaching others exactly how to beat you. The most dangerous people in your life aren't the obvious villains. They're the ones who learn to weaponize your compassion against you. They spotted your patterns, your need for approval, your fear of conflict, your desperate desire to be seen as good, and they turned your virtues into their advantages. Here's what changes everything. You can stay good while becoming untouchable. It's not about growing a cold heart. It's about developing a strategic mind. Watch how wolves protect their pack. They're not cruel. They're calculated. They know when to show teeth and when to show loyalty. Your problem isn't that you care too much. It's that you care without boundaries. You give your attention to everyone who asks. You explain yourself to people who never deserved an explanation. You apologize for taking up space in rooms you earned the right to occupy. This ends now. The most powerful people you know share one secret. They never say everything they're thinking. Silence is an empty space. It's loaded potential. When someone attacks you with words, your instinct is to defend immediately. But what if you paused? What if you let the silence hang heavy until they start wondering what you're planning? What if you responded to their aggression with calm curiosity instead of reactive emotion? The person who controls the emotional temperature of the room controls the room. And you control that temperature by controlling yourself first. You've been everywhere for everyone. And that's exactly why nobody values you. Scarcity creates desire. Abundance breeds contempt. The friend who's always available becomes furniture. The employee who always says yes becomes invisible. The person who always gives becomes expected to give more. But the one who chooses when to appear, the one who makes their presence feel like a gift rather than a guarantee, they become magnetic. It's not about playing games. It's about respecting your own value enough to make others respect it too. Stop being the backup plan in everyone else's life. Start being the main event in your own. Every time someone makes you react, they win. Every outburst proves you can be controlled. Every emotional explosion shows them exactly which buttons to push next time. But what happens when you become unshakable? When insults bounce off you like rain off stone? When provocations meet your calm like waves meeting a lighthouse? You become dangerous in the best possible way. Not because you'll hurt others, but because others can't hurt you. The person who can't be rattled can't be defeated. This isn't about becoming emotionless. It's about becoming emotionally untouchable. Impulsive people telegraph their moves. Strategic people wait for the perfect moment. You've been rushing toward every opportunity, reacting to every provocation, responding to every demand. But masters of the game, they observe, they calculate, they wait, like a chess grandmaster who sees 7 moves ahead while their opponent struggles with the next one. Your timing determines your power, and your power determines your freedom. Watch a lion hunt. It doesn't chase every gazelle that passes by. It studies a herd, identifies the weak, waits for the perfect angle of approach. The person who acts when others expect them to wait, and waits when others expect them to act, that person becomes unpredictable. And unpredictable people are dangerous people. This isn't about manipulation. This is about precision. About knowing when your energy will create maximum impact versus when it will be wasted on deaf ears. Information is currency, and you've been giving yours away for free. Every time you overshare, you devalue yourself. Every time you explain more than necessary, you hand others the blueprint to your weaknesses. Think about the most intriguing people you know. Do they tell you everything about their day, their plans, their fears, their strategies? Or do they reveal just enough to keep you interested, but never enough to predict their next move? Mystery isn't deception. It's intelligence. It's understanding that people value what they have to work for and dismiss what comes too easily. Your stories, your struggles, your victories. These aren't casual conversation fillers. They're strategic assets. Use them wisely. Share them with purpose. Never waste your depth on shallow waters. Right now, something is shifting inside you. Can you feel it? It's the death of your old self, the one who apologized for existing, who gave without boundaries, who mistook being used for being useful, and the birth of someone new, someone who understands that respect isn't given. It's commanded through consistent demonstration of value. You can close this video and return to being everyone's favorite doormat. You can keep explaining yourself to people who never asked for explanations. You can continue being surprised when your kindness gets rewarded with betrayal. Or you can become someone different. Someone who gives kindness strategically. Someone who speaks when their words will land with impact. Someone who creates mystery instead of revealing everything. Someone who protects their goodness with intelligence. But understand this. Once you start applying these principles, there's no going back to ignorance. Once you see the game board clearly, you can't unsee it. You'll notice who's been playing chess while you were playing checkers. You'll recognize the patterns of manipulation you've been blind to. You'll understand why certain people always seem to get what they want. And you'll have to decide, will you stay a victim of the game or become a master of it? The world won't change its rules for you, but you can learn to play by the rules that actually exist. You can be good without being gullible, strong without being cruel, kind without being stupid. You can become the person who makes others wonder what you're thinking, the one who commands respect without demanding it, the one who wins by making better moves, not louder ones. Imagine walking into a room and feeling the shift in energy, not because you're trying to intimidate anyone, but because your presence carries weight, because people know you're not someone who can be taken lightly. Imagine having conversations where you speak less, but every word carries impact, where your silence holds more power than most people's speeches. Imagine never again feeling that sick disappointment when someone betrays your trust. Not because people become more trustworthy, but because you become more selective about who earns your vulnerability. Your goodness was never a problem. Your strategy was. This is your moment of choice. Your crossroads. You can choose to stay comfortable in your patterns of giving too much, explaining too much, caring about everyone's opinion of you. Or you can choose transformation. You can choose to become strategically kind instead of blindly generous, selectively vulnerable instead of universally open, emotionally intelligent instead of emotionally reactive. Fix a strategy, keep the heart, and watch how differently the world treats you. But choose quickly and choose decisively. Because every day you stay naive is another day someone else is planning your next defeat. Every moment you remain predictable is another opportunity for someone to use your patterns against you. The game doesn't pause while you decide whether to play it properly. Your goodness deserves better protection than what your naivety has been providing. It's time to give the strategic armor it needs to survive and thrive in a world that respects strength, not just sweetness. The choice is yours. The power has always been yours. Now you just know how to use it.